Education group. I'm Joey. I'm going to be talking about charter schools to you guys. Katie's going to be talking to you about choice schools. Allie's going to be talking to you about violence in schools and like school shootings and stuff like that. Josh is going to be talking to you about the school surveillance on the students' social media accounts. So just show of hands, how many of you have heard of a charter school before? Okay, most of you. So the first charter school was founded in 1992 in Minnesota. Since then, they've grown rapidly. Charter schools are run differently than the schools they're in the district with. So they're a public school, but they're not like the same. They're not run the same as the other schools that are run separately. And they receive the same funding as public schools though. There are many different types of charter schools, and this allows for flexibility in instruction and customized learning environment. So the way I know a lot about charter schools is my high school was a charter school. It was a K-12 school. There was about 100 kids in each grade level. It was run by a board of 15 parents, and what they did is they made rules. So we had different like dress code rules. We had different just like curriculum rules, and so it's still a public school. There was no requirements to get in, like you just had to apply, and usually they accepted you. They just limited the amount of people in. There was no like GPA requirements or like home living requirements or anything. So it's still public school, but it's a little different than the public schools. A lot of charter schools are college prep, and the way they do this is they're different from other schools where they have college prep courses. They're more along the lines of every single course, the whole school is college prep. So it's not just like, oh, I have college prep math class where I get college credit for it. It's like their whole schedule is college prep. The whole school, their learning environment is designed for them to be ready for college. So that means obviously there's very difficult curriculum. It can be very challenging at some charter schools. I'll be honest, mine was not very challenging, but there are some that are pretty challenging. And that's the thing you kind of get with charter schools. That's why a lot of people kind of look at them differently, is sometimes they can be not as like high performing because like my school is run by parents and the parents don't always make the best decisions. But there are schools like KIPP charter schools that are extremely high performing. And I have a slide just real fast before I get to KIPP. This shows the growth of charter schools since 1999. So it's grown, according to the National Bureau of Education, it's grown 5.8% in the last 8 years. So I mean, you can see there's a lot more now. And then the KIPP schools that I was just talking to you about, it stands for Knowledge is Power program. The teachers at KIPP schools are very high performing, so they're mostly urban areas. They go and they target kids who maybe might not have the best home life, but are very smart and can do well in school. And so they'll bring them into their school, and they have just like there's videos. I wish I could have shown you guys the video, but technology's not the greatest, so we can't. And we'll run out of time. But there's videos about their classes they do a lot of like singing and hands-on, and just the kids are always engaged, and it's very high performing school. As you can see here on this handy dandy chart, the black bar right here is the KIPP. Blue is low income schools, and green is just the average. You can see 95% graduate high school from KIPP schools. That's 10% higher than just the United States average. Almost 90% of the kids that attend KIPP schools enroll in college, which I mean is a huge difference between normal one. And then 33% of graduates complete their 4-year college. So I'm not sure why that number is down compared to the other two numbers, but you can still see it still outperforms the normal college. The kids at these schools are incredibly smart. We played at KIPP school, and our coach was talking to their coach before the game, and he said, yeah, we're missing our starting running back today because he's touring Harvard, and obviously you've all heard of Harvard. It's a pretty impressive school. So To sum it all up, private schools provide a learning environment that is customized to students, and charter schools provide flexibility in instruction and curriculum, but still remain public and receive funding from the public system. Thank you.